Hello everybody, and welcome once again to the Russ Phillips video newsletter. This is the October edition, and there's lots to talk about. In the news today, over the last week, the stock market, the Dow Jones average, has actually lost about 1,000 points, it seems, or 900 maybe. It was above 17,000 last week, and as of about 5 minutes ago, I checked it, it was at 16,100. This seems to be according to, or due to fears over Ebola and maybe some drop in oil prices. Quite honestly, a realtor can't claim to be an expert on this type of thing. But the point is there's some big volatility happening and some market fear out there. So maybe this is a timely moment to talk about real estate investing as part of your portfolio. Hopefully I can give you some insights in this video blog that maybe you've never considered before. So as we look at the stock market volatility, let's turn our attention to real estate as an investment vehicle and ask ourselves, what's the worst that could happen? Well, obviously real estate markets go up and down, and we experience gains and appreciation and then loss of equity when the market goes down. But if you're well placed in a property and you've got a tenant, then again, what's the worst that could happen? They're making payments to you and essentially paying your mortgage and building equity, which will eventually result in the house being paid off if you do nothing else. So no house is ever going to go down to zero like a stock potentially could, or a junk bond or something. In addition, you give yourself a great opportunity with inflation to experience the price appreciation that tends to happen over time. How many of us can think about the first house that we bought and how cheap it seems now? So you kind of have a two-fisted approach there where you could gain value. One, by increasing your equity through the payments made by the tenant, and two, by natural market appreciation over a long period of time. Now, you may get a little nervous about having some housing inventory in your portfolio that's gaining a little age to it. And there's a great tax vehicle called a 1031 exchange where you could actually sell rental property, or really any kind of real estate that's not your homestead, and experience a capital gain, and then turn that equity right around into a newer property, or maybe an apartment complex or triplex or something of that nature. And the capital gain is tax deferred. So you can turn that over multiple times without having to pay capital gains tax, according to current law. There's also some other vehicles that you could use that could make your cash flows either tax deferred or tax free. Now this is something not many people know about, but if you've got funds in an IRA, or especially a Roth IRA, sufficient to make a down payment and actually close on a property, then depending upon what type of IRA it is, the cash flow that you make could actually be tax deferred, or in the case of a Roth IRA, your cash flow would be income that comes in tax free. Now obviously you wouldn't have access to it until you're of the right retirement age, but again, this can be a great way to build up income and value over time. So maybe it's time to think about these things. If you've got a young child and you're wondering about how to pay for college, another opportunity with rental property would be to buy a single family residence and lease it out maybe for 10 years. And then by the time your child is ready for college, you probably have a lot of equity built up. Maybe you refinance and pull the equity out, which is not a taxable event, and then you've got a substantial chunk of cash that you could put into tuition and books. Just some thoughts on real estate as an investment to kind of help you navigate your way through retirement planning and maybe address some of the fears out there in the volatile stock market these days. Certainly we want to be your real estate realtors for anything that you want to do, whether it's investing or just needing to move on or move in. So give us a call, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for listening.